Hello my dear students, welcome to mathematics classes for 9th standard. We are doing chapter number 13, that is volume and surface area. Okay, and today we are going to learn about the volume of cone, sphere and hemisphere. And with that we are going to complete the questions of exercise 13.7 and 13.8. So let's start the video with your Jerry sir. So today students we are going to talk about volume of a right circular cone. Now about cone we have already studied under the exercise 13.3 where we have learned about the surface area of a right circular cone. If you remember, let me remind you again. This is a cone. I have shown you that time also, like a shape of cap, of a birthday cap you can say, and even we are using it for a goal, for when we are playing football and other things, for keeping the boundary. This type of shape are called cone, like a birthday cap. Okay, where one more thing is there, L, which is known as slant height. What? Slant height. This is called slant height, like a hypotenuse. As you can see here, EOB is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle where this is H is height, this is OB is base, and this BE, or you can say EB is hypotenuse, which we are calling as slant height, denoting by L. And how we are finding this slant height? Under root H square plus R square. And in this we have learned about CSA of a cone, that is pi RL, and we have learned about TSA of a cone, that is pi RL plus R. But today we are going to talk about volume of cone. Let's talk about volume. So this is volume of a right circular cone. As I told you earlier also, volume means capacity, how much a object can hold something. That is called its capacity, and capacity only known as volume. So here we are talking about volume of a right circular cone. So as you can see here, it is a right circular cone where L is slant height, H is height, OB is base, and this OB is R also, working as a R also, radius. So volume of a cone equals to 1 upon 3 pi R square H. What formula we are using? 1 upon 3 pi R square H. Pi value we can put 22 upon 7. In case if it is given 3.14 in the question, then we will use 3.14 only. And H stands for height. Okay. Now, what is slant height? Slant height already I told you, L equals to H square plus R square. Sometimes they can give you L, it means slant height, and they can give you what? R also, and they can ask you to find out the height. So that time how you can use? You can use the same formula, L square equal to R square plus H square. So from there you can find the H square by moving this R square to left hand side. So L square minus R square, it becomes what? H square. So in this way you can find out the H also, like this, H equals to under root L square minus R square. Or in this way you can find out R also, in case if L and R is given. Okay, and if L and H is given. Out of 3, if 2 is given, you can find the third one. Now, CSA cone, CSA, it means curved surface area of a cone, that is pi RL, L means slant height. TSA of a cone means pi R, L plus R. These are the formulas. So, we have learned all the formulas which are related to the cone. Now, on the basis of this, we will solve the questions which are given in exercise 13.7. So, let's do the questions. First question, 13.7 exercise. First question, find the volume of a right circular cone with radius 6 cm, height 7 cm, and second part radius 3.5 cm and height 12 cm. So out of this we will do this second part where radius is given 3.5 and height is given 12 cm. So let's do this question. So by using the formula of volume of a cone, 1 upon 3 pi R square H, we can put the values. 1 upon 3, pi means 22 upon 7, and R stands for 3.5, so is square, so 3.5 multiplied by 3.5, and H stands for 12, so we will write 12 here. We have put the values. Now 7 multiplied by 0.5, so it will come 3.5, so 3.5 cut, because 7 5 3.5, 7 5 is 35, so point is there, so point we have put here also. Now what left? 3 4 is 12 we can also cut. So here left 1 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 3.5 multiplied by 4. So it comes 154 centimeter cube, and in this way we can find the answer. This is our answer. Now move to question number 2. In question number 2, they are asking find the capacity in liters of a conical vessel with, we are doing second part again, height 12 centimeter and slant height 13 centimeter. See, we are talking about capacity. It means we have to find the volume. What we have to find out? Volume. But what is given? H is given and slant height. Slant height means L is given. R is not given. So we have to find the R on the basis of this H and L, and then only we can find the volume. But remember one more thing, that we have to find the answer in liters, because these things are given in centimeter. Okay, so we will convert the centimeter also into liter. So let's do this question. So in second part they have given height 12 centimeter, L that is slant height given 13 centimeter. On the basis of these two we can find the R, which means radius. Formula is L square equals to R square plus H square, because we are using in a right angle triangle in a cone. Okay, so R square will remain here, H square will go that side, so L square minus H square, it will become R square, but we need to find only R, so we will remove this square, so it becomes under root. So it becomes R equals to L square minus H square. Okay. Now the questions come, what is L? How much? 13. How much L? 13. So 13 square. L square means 13 square. What is R? 12. So 12 square. 13 square means 169. 12 square means 144. When we subtract, so the answer will come, difference will come 25. Now R equals to under root 25. 25 is the square root of 25 is what? 5. So R equals to how much? 5 centimeter. Now once we get radius, so we can easily find out the volume of the cone, because in volume of the cone R square was there. That's why we have find out this R. Now 1 upon 3 pi R square H is the volume of a cone, so we can put the value 1 upon 3 pi value 22 upon 7, and R is given how much? Just we have found out, not given, but we have found out how much? 5 centimeters. So 5 into 5, that is R square. Then H is given already 12, so we can put 12. Now we can cut here. See, 3 4s are 12, and here we can't cut more, so we can multiply all of them. So 22 multiplied by 5 into 5, that is 25. Okay, multiply by 4 upon 7, so it will come 2200 upon 7. If you multiply 25 into 4, it becomes 100. So 100 multiplied by 22, it comes 2200 upon 7 centimeter cube. This is the volume of a cone. But one thing is there, in question they said you have to find the answer in liters. So we have to convert this centimeter cube in liters. So let's convert it. Now we know very well that 1 centimeter cube equals to how much? 1 upon 1000 liters. 1 centimeter cube equals to how much? 1 upon 1000 liters. So how much centimeter cube we are having? We are having 2200 upon 7 centimeter cube. So in order to convert this into liters, we multiply by 1 upon 1000. So multiply by 1 upon 1000. So this 2 0 will cut this 2 0, and then it comes 22. So 2 5s are 10 and 2 11s are 22. So 11 upon 7 multiply by this one. So it will come around 11 upon 7 5s are 35. So 11 upon 35 liters. So this much liters answer came. So in this way we can convert into liters also. Okay, remember 1 centimeter cube equals to 1 upon 1000 liters. So we have found our second part also. Now move forward towards the remaining questions of this exercise. So just question number 3, just you can see the height of a cone. H is given how much? 5 centimeter. V is given 1570 centimeter cube. Find a radius. So by using the formula, you can find the volume, that is what? 1 upon 3 pi R square H. You can put the formula, and volume is already given. So in place of volume you can write 1570. In place of H you can write 15, and R you have to find out. In place of pi you will use 3.14. See, it is given in the question that we have to use pi value 3.14. So we have to use 3.14 only. We will not use here 22 upon 7. Okay, remember this thing. So in this way we can find the answer of question number 3 also. Let's check fourth. If the volume of a right circular cone whose height H is given how much? 9 centimeter, and volume is given how much? Volume 48 pi centimeter cube. Find the diameter. See, first by using the formula 1 upon 3, volume equals to 1 upon 3 pi R cube. By using pi R square H, by using this formula we can find the volume of the cone, and volume is already given 48 pi, so we can put here 48 pi. Pi value we will keep pi only, because when we will take this to this side, so we can cut pi from pi. Okay, then H already given 9, we can put 9, and we can find the value of R. Once we will find the value of R, so we can easily find out the value of D, because D equals to what? Twice of R. Okay, so in this way you can find the question number 4 also. Now move to question number 5. What question number 5 is saying? A conical pit of top diameter 3.5. So diameter is given, you can find R out of this. H is already given, so you can find the capacity in kiloliters easily. Now one thing remember, 1 centimeter cube is 1 meter cube, sorry, 1 meter cube is equals to 1 kiloliter. So whatever answer will come in meter cube, the same answer will come in kiloliter also. Remember. Question number 6. The volume of a right circular cone is given this much. Volume given, V is given. Diameter, it means D is given. So on the basis of this, you can find out the radius, that is half of diameter, 28 half is 14 centimeter. Then height of the cone you have to find out. So by putting the formula 1 upon 3 pi R square H, you can find the height. Then by after getting the height, you are having h, you are having r, so you can easily find out the L. How? By under root r square plus h square. Once you will get the L, so you can easily find the CSA also, curved surface area of a cone. That is what? Pi RL. Pi value 22/7, R value you have already found out, and L you will find by this one. So you can easily find out the CSA of this one also. Seventh one. Now seventh question, just pay attention. A right triangle ABC with side is given 5 cm. Right triangle ABC just make. Okay. With sides 5 downside, 12 this one, and 13 this one. Because, just pay attention here, I have made in this way. 5 base I have made, 13 I have made hypotenuse, because hypotenuse is the longest side, and 12 I have made this one. It's revolve around the side 12 cm. So ये revolve, it's revolving, घूम रही है. तो क्या बन जाएगा ये? It becomes like a cone only. It is like this. It will become like this only. Okay. So it becomes a cone only. So when it becomes cone, so you can easily find the volume of the cone. What is the volume of the cone? Volume of cone is what? 1/3 pi r. Pi r square h. So you can put the values which are given here, and you can find easily the volume of this question. So in question number 8, they are asking if the triangle ABC in the question number 7, which we have done above, is revolved about the side 5 cm. Now the same triangle is revolving around 5 cm height. Then find the volume of the solids obtained. Now they have changed the sides. Okay. Find also the ratio of the volume of the two solids obtained in question number 7 and 8. Now this question related with the question number 7 only. So let's see first figure. In question number 7, they have given this right triangle ABC, in which base is 5 cm and hypotenuse 13 and height is 12. And this is revolving around height 12, so it becomes a cone only. So we have find the volume 1/3 pi r square h, where r is 5 square, that is 25 into 3 4 12, 25 4 is 100, so 100 pi centimeter cube. Here we have not put the value of pi because in question number 8 they are asking the ratio. So we can cut pi from pi, that's why it will be easy for us. So we have keep pi value only pi. Okay, now in question number 8 what they are asking, same question, but what they are asking this time, height becomes 5. Earlier the height was 12, but now the height becomes how much? 5 cm, because they said the same triangle now revolving around 5 cm height. So height become 5, hypotenuse is the longest side, so 13 will be remain here only, and 12 become base. Now what is the volume of this figure? V2, volume tube, 1/3 pi r square h, 1/3 pi will remain pi only, 12 into 12, that is r, because r is 12 only, into 5, that is height, h. Okay, 3 4s are 12, then 4 12s are 48, 48 5s are 240 pi. So we found the two volume V1, that is question number 7, 100 pi centimeter cube, question number 8, 240 pi. Now we have to find the ratio now of this question number 7 upon question number 2. So V1 upon V2, that is the ratio, 100 pi upon 240 pi. So from this pi we can cut this pi. So what left? 100 upon 240. Now we can cut this one. 25 is 100 and 20 12 is 240. So what left? 5 upon 12, which we can call as 5:12. This is the required ratio. Now so the last question of this exercise, question number 9. A heap of wheat. Heap means एक ढेर लगा है, like a ढेर. Okay, ढेर. A heap of wheat is in the form of which form? Cone. So it is important in which form it is. It is in the shape, or you can say form of cone, whose diameter d is given how much? 10.5. So on the basis of d we can find the radius by dividing it by 2. And h, height, is given how much? 3 meter. Find its volume. It means we have to find the volume. The heap is to be covered by a canvas to be protected it from rain. So in order to cover that heap of wheat from rain, they have put it a canvas. It means a kapda they have put it upside. So that will length of that cone, area of the cone, we have to also find out. So remember that canvas which we have to find out their area, it is in which form? It will be in, we have to find what? TSA or CSA. See, it is the it covering that area which is upside only. It is not covering the downside area, because downside area is downside. So we are putting just like that now. So it means they are asking CSA. What they are asking? Curved surface area. So we have to find CSA also. At last they said CSA also we have to find, and starting we have to find volume. So two things we have to find in this question. Okay. So here I have drawn that heap of wheat. Okay. in the form of cone, where diameter is given 10.5, height is given 3 meters, so our radius came 10.5.2, we can say 5.25 meter. Now volume formula is 1 upon 3 pi r square h, 1 upon 3 22 upon 7, that is the value of pi. R value is what? 5.25, so 5.25 multiplied by 5.25 because r square. H 3 meter already given, so we have written 3 meter. Now when we cut this one, so what will come, just check. 7, we can cut 5.25 or not, just check here. Yes, 0.75 we can cut, because 7 7 is 49, 3 left, 7 5 35, so we can write 0.75, it will cut. Then 3 will cut this 3, 1 ja 3, 1 ja 3, so what left? 22 multiplied by 0.75 multiplied by 5.25, which comes 86.625 meter cube. This is the volume. But you remember, we have to find the area of the canvas, which means CSA of cone, which formula is what? Pi RL. So it means we have to find the CSA of a cone, that is called area of canvas, pi RL. Now the main thing is that whether we are given L or not. L is not given. We are having R, we are having height, but we don't have slant height. So we have to find slant height by using the formula L equals to R square plus H square. R is given 5.25. We have find out upside only. 5.25 square, H square, 3 square, 9. So 27.565, that is the square of this one. Plus 9, it will come 36.5625. When we find the square root of this one, square root you can know by long division method we have done. This one square root of, we have learned to how to find the square root by division method. That one you will apply here. So it will come around 6.05 and 3 and many things is coming. 3 something like that is coming. So we have taken 2 places after decimal. Okay. So it is, that's why I have written approx value also. So it is the slant height 6.05 meter approx. Now we will put this value in this formula where we have to find the CSA pi RL. So pi value 22 upon 7, R value 5.25 and L value just we have found out 6.05 approx. So when we multiply it, so it comes 99.825 meter square. Again I have written approx here because our L value is approx value only. This is our answer, where we have find the volume first and then we have found the CSA also. So in this way we have completed this exercise 13.7. So now students, we are going to talk about the volume of a sphere. Now sphere I have already explained you when I have explained you about surface area of a sphere. So that time I have told you that like a shape of football, volleyball, throw ball, cricket ball, these all are in spherical shape only. Okay, and remember a spherical shape have only one face, that is curved. Okay, so we are finding only CSA, not TSA here in spherical shape. But right now we are talking about volume of a sphere, that how much capacity is there of a volume. What is the capacity of a football, what is the capacity of a volleyball, how much things we can put in that one. That is called spheric, that is called volume. So volume formula is what? Volume of a sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. And one more thing that is there, hemisphere. Hemisphere means half of sphere, like a bowl. I have given this example also and shown this is a hemisphere, half of the what? Sphere. So in this case we will find TSA and CSA both. I have already explained, but here we are finding the volume. So volume of a hemisphere is what? 2 upon 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of a sphere full, 4 upon 3 pi r cube, and we are finding half of it hemisphere, so 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Now let's move towards the exercise of this concept based exercise, that is exercise 13.8. So as you can see here, exercise 13.8, they are saying that we have to assume pi value as 22 upon 7. So we have to use pi value 22 upon 7 only until they will not give us the value of pi. Okay. Now first question, find the volume of a sphere whose radius is. So radius is given, this is r given, this is also r given in both parts. We have to find the volume of the sphere. So we can easily use the formula 4 upon 3 pi r cube, and by using this formula we can find out the volume. Pi value 22 upon 7, r value what is given in the parts. So I hope you can do this question by yourself. Move towards question number 2. Find the amount of water displaced by a solid spherical ball of diameter. It means this is given diameter, d is given. What is given? D. So by dividing it by 2 we can find the r, and the way that the moment we find the r, we can put this formula to find out the volume, because amount of water displayed means how much water can come in that spherical shape. So it means they are talking about the volume only. So easily we can find the volume. So let's do the second part of this question, that where d is given 0.21 meter. So on the basis of d, that is 0.21 meter, I have found out the radius, that is d by 2. It means 0.21 divided by 2, it will come 21 upon 100, because point we will remove, so it will come upon 200. If we divide 21 by 200, so it's coming 0.105 meter. That is what our radius. It is what our radius. Okay. Now volume of water displayed means volume of sphere only, 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So in this formula we can put the values. 4 upon 3 pi means 22 upon 7. R cube, it means R is 0.105. So 0.105 multiplied by 0.105 multiplied by 0.105. So we get our value how much? 0.004851 meter cube. This is the volume of question number 2, second part. So I hope it is clear to you. Now move towards question number 3. Diameter of the metallic ball is given 4.2. It means D is given. What is the mass of the ball? It means weight of the ball. If the density of the metal is 8.9 per gram centimeter cube. So it is very easy. On the basis of this D, we can find out the radius. And on the basis of radius, we can put the formula of volume of metallic ball, means spherical ball, 4 upon 3 pi r cube. And by finding the volume, once we got the volume, then we multiply that volume by 8.9 gram. So we will get the weight, or you can say mass of the ball. So it is very easy question. Find the volume and multiply by weight. Then fourth question, the diameter of the moon is approximately 1/4 of the diameter of the earth. Now by reading this question, I hope you remember the question which is given in the exercise 13.around 13.6 I think it was given. 13.4 it was given, where sphere question was there, 13.4 exercise. So where we have done this question. So like that question only there. There we have find CSA, but here we have to find the volume. Okay, that is a difference only. So you put the formula for volume and you can easily find out the fraction here. Okay. So now move towards the question number 5. How many liters of milk can a hemispherical bowl of diameter 10.5 centimeter can hold? So again they are asking the volume only. Capacity, it means volume they are asking. Diameter they have given how much? This is D is given 10.5. So on the basis of this we can find the radius and then we can find out this answer. So let's do this question copy. So we have drawn this hemispherical ball here. Diameter is given 10.5, so radius is d upon 2, that is 10.5 upon 2, it comes 5.25 centimeter. So by using the formula of volume of hemisphere, that is 2 upon 3 pi r cube, we can put the values 2 upon 3, pi 22 upon 7, r value 5.25 into 5.25 into 5.25. Then it comes 303.1875 centimeter cube. This is the volume of hemisphere. But they said we have to find this volume in liters. This answer came in centimeter cube. So again we know that 1 centimeter cube equals to 1 upon 1000 liters. Therefore 303.18 centimeter cube equals to what? 303.1875 multiplied by 1 upon 1000 liters. So it will come 1000 is, how many zeros are there? 3. So 1, 2, 3. So a point will come this side. So it will come 0.30311875. But we are not writing the full. We are writing just only 3 digits after the decimal. So we can write 0.303 liter is the answer of this question. So this much you can say capacity is there of that hemispherical ball. Now in question number 6 they are asking hemispherical tank is made up of an iron sheet. Hemispherical tank is given, which is tank is there, which is in hemispherical shape. You can say half of sphere, whose iron sheet is how much? 1 centimeter thick, which is it, and that tank is made up of that iron sheet, which is 1 centimeter thick. So thickness is given. If the inner radius, it means inner they are talking about, so there will be two radius, inner and outer. So inner radius is 1 meter. Then find the volume of the iron used to make the tank. So how much volume of iron we have used to make that tank? That volume we have to find out. So here inner they have given, so we have to find the outer radius also. So how we can find the outer? By adding this 1 centimeter in this 1 meter. It is centimeter, it is meter. So we have to convert this centimeter into meter only. So we can write here inner radius is given 1 meter, that is our radius. R thickness is 1 centimeter, so 1 upon 100, that is we have converted it into meter only, because this is also given in meter. Now we can add them, so it will come outer radius, that is capital R, because outer radius will be bigger than the inner radius. So smaller radius I am showing by small r, and that outer radius I am showing by capital R. So 1 plus 0.01, it means 1.01 meter, that is outer radius, which is shown by capital R. Now we have to find the volume of iron used. So this formula we have used earlier also. By subtracting the both capital from capital R, we are subtracting the small r. So by putting this formula 2/3 pi r cube, our formula is there. But from outer radius, we will subtract the inner radius. Then only we will find the volume of iron, okay, which is used. So R means, capital R means 1.01 cube, and small r, that is inner radius, that is 1 meter only, so 1 cube. Then 2/3 pi value to 2/7. 1.01 cube means 1.030301, and 1 cube means 1 only, minus 1. When you subtract, it will come 0.30301, and here 22 2s are 44, 3 7s are 21. When we multiply and divide it, so it will come 0.06348 meter cube. This is the answer of question number 6, where we have find the volume of iron which we have used to make that hemispherical. Okay. Now question number 7, they are asking, find the volume of a sphere whose surface area is given 154 centimeter square. What is given surface area, and what they are asking, volume of that sphere. So surface area of a sphere formula is what? It is given 154 centimeter square. What is the formula? 4 pi r square. So it means 4 pi r square is given 154. They have not given us any radius. So on the basis of this, we can find the radius by using the formula. By putting the value, we can find the value of r. Once we can get the value of r, so easily we can find the volume by using 4/3 pi r cube, because r value we got, so we can put here and we can find the volume also. So I hope you can do this question. Now in question number 8, they are asking a dome of building. Dome you have seen in Taj Mahal upside. That is called dome. Okay, I will show you in figure also, don't worry. A dome of a building is in the form of hemisphere. From inside it was whitewashed. From inside they are doing whitewash. At the cost is given 498 rupees, 498.96 rupees. If the cost of whitewashing is rupees 2 per square meter, find the inside surface area of the dome and the volume of the air inside the dome. So volume, and they are asking surface area, that is inside one. So it is easy to find out. Let's see. So this is called dome, like a Taj Mahal upside you have seen, I told you. In this is called dome. Okay, this to be whitewashed from inside. Okay, now what they are asking, they are given cost rupees 498 and they have given rate. So we know very well that if we multiply surface area from rate, so what will come? Cost only. So we have to find surface area, na? So rate is given, cost is given. So surface area we will keep here and rate we will take that side. So rate here, it is in multiplication form. When it will go to right hand side, so it will come cost upon rate. It means it will go in divide form. So cost upon rate, that is called inside surface area of the dome. So cost is given 498.96, we have written upside, and rate is given 2 per meter square. So upon 2, when we cut this one, so it will come 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18. Okay, then point is there, 2 4s are 8, 16, then 2 8s are 16. So it comes 249.48 meter square. This is our what? Inside surface area of the dome. Okay, so on the basis of cost and rate, we have found the surface area. Now what they are asking the volume of air inside the dome. It's a hemisphere. It is not full sphere. It is not full. It is hemisphere. So we have to find the what? Volume of the hemisphere. So that is called 2/3 pi r cube. So 2/3 pi r cube. But the question arises that, is there r is given? No, r is not given. So on the basis of surface area, we will find the r, because just we have found the surface area, that is 249.48 meter square. So surface area formula is what? 2 pi r square. What value we have found? 249.48. So when we will cut this one, so it will come 222/7 multiplied by r square equals to 249.48. We will take this one to that side. So 7 will go upside, 22 will come down, and 2 will also come downside. When we cut them, so it will come 124.74 multiplied by 124.74. We have cut by 2, so it comes 124.74 multiplied by 7 upon 22. And we will calculate it, so it's coming 39.69. Now this is the value of r square, but we need the value of r only. So we'll remove this square, so it will come under root 39.69. Now by using the that division formula to finding that square root, we have how to find the square root by division. So by using that one, we found that it is 6.3 meter. So r is how much? 6.3 meter. So by using this r, now we can easily find the volume of hemisphere. So volume of hemisphere is equals to 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Now we are having r also. We can put the value of r 6.3 into 6.3 into 6.3. 7, 0.9. It comes 6.3 because 7 and 63. So it's 6.3. So it will come 0.9. Then from 3 we have cut this 6.3. 3 2 is 6. Then 0.3 1 is 3. So when we multiply these all, so it comes 2 into 22 into 0.9 into 2.1 into 6.3. It comes 523.908 meter cube. This is the answer of question number 8, second part. Now move to question number 9. 27 solid iron spheres, each of radius r. 27 solid spheres are there which is made of iron, whose radius is given r centimeter and surface area is given how much s. Are melted. They are melted to make what? R sphere. With surface area how much? S dash. It is S dash. So we have to find the radius R dash of the new sphere, because this is the radius R of the old, but we need to find the radius of new sphere. So we are denoting it by R dash. And then after finding the surface area of both the 27 solids, that is small old one, and the new sphere also we have to find that surface area. We will find the ratio of both of them. So let's do this question. Now one thing which we need to pay focus here, that they said the previous cones, which are 27 spheres, 27 solid iron spheres are melted to make a new sphere. So what is the area of, or what is the volume of those 27 spheres that will be equals to volume of that new sphere? We can say or not? Definitely, because this is made from that old only, the 27 old spheres. So volume of new sphere 4 upon 3 pi r dash cube. Why we are writing r dash? Because this is the new sphere. And volume of 27 spheres, 27 multiplied by 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Now volume formula 4 upon 3 pi r cube. These are 27, so we are multiplying by 27. Clear? Now r dash cube, and it is what? 27 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So from this 4 upon 3 we can cut this 4 upon 3. This pi also we can cut from this pi. So what left? See, r dash cube, and here what left? 27 r cube. So we can write r dash cube equals 27 r cube. Now we have to find what? Only r values. So we have to remove this cube. We have to remove this cube, no? So what we can do? We can do cube root of both sides. What we can do? Cube root of both sides. So it will come cube root of r1 r dash cube and cube root of 27 r cube. So what is the cube root of 27? We know very well 27 equals to 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3 are 9, 9 3 are 27. So what will come outside? 3. So in place of 27 I can write 3, and r cube root r only. Here r dash cube only, r dash. So r dash value came 3r. So we can say this is the radius of new sphere. What is? 3r. Now in second part they have asked the ratio of surface area of old one and the ratio of the surface area of the new one. Let's find out this one. So ratio of S and S dash. It means S means previous one and this S dash means new surface. So surface upon surface dash. So 4 pi r square, that is we are using for the previous one. For the new one 4 pi r dash square. Now from 4 pi again we can cut 4 pi. So how much left? R square upon r dash square. R means r square and r dash means just we have found the value. What is the value of r dash? 3r. So in place of r dash we can use value 3r. So r square upon 3r. Now r square and 3r square, because in place of r dash only we have put 3r. Upside square is there. So 3 3s are 9. So 9 r square upon 9 r square. So from r square we can cut r square, 1 r square 1 ja r square. So 1 upon 1 left, 1 into 9, 9. So 1 upon 9, which means 1:9. This is the ratio of S and S dash. Now last question of this exercise, question number 10. A capsule of medicine is in the shape of a sphere. A medicine is there, which is a capsule of medicine, and it is in shape of a sphere whose diameter, it means D, is given how much? 3.5 millimeter. How much medicine in millimeter cube is needed to fill the capsule? So on the basis of diameter we will find out our radius, and then on the basis of that we will find the volume. So let's do this question. So diameter of the spherical capsule is given 3.5 millimeter. We can write D equals to 3.5 millimeter. So radius is divided by 2. So 3.5 divided by 2, this is the radius. It is the radius. Now we have to find the volume of capsule. It means sphere 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So in place of r we can write 3.5 upon 2 and pi value 22 upon 7. So put the values. 4 upon 3, 22 upon 7 in place of pi, and r cube means 3.5 upon 2 multiplied by 3.5 upon 2 multiplied by 3.5 upon 2. Now 2 11s are 22 and 2 2s are 4, and from this 2 we can cut this 2. So what left? 3.5, 11 multiplied by 3.5 multiplied by 3.5 multiplied by 3.5 upon 3. So what answer came? 5.5 into 12.25 divided by 3. So answer came 67.375 upon 3, which value will come 22.458 millimeter cube. This is the volume of what? Capsule. Remember that more values are coming, more decimal numbers are coming, but I have taken only 3 decimal numbers here. So your answer can be differentiate from 458 and 458 like that. So you can write approx value. So this is the what? Approx value of the volume of that capsule. So I hope it is clear to you. Question number 10. So here we have completed all the questions of exercise 13.8 and chapter is also over. So at last I just want to say be safe and God bless you all.